Hopefully it will come.
All right, all the very best.
Thank you.
Right, the news from the middle is that Rajshahi has won the toss and they will bowl first.
Right, so let's have a look at the two teams. Mr. Group Rajshahi, as you heard, Farhad Reza and Ibadat Hussain are out. Sanjam Islam comes in for his first game this tournament, and Reza Rahman is back for them. 4 changes that they are, the big guns are back. Liton Kumar Das, Shoriful, Mustafizur Rahman, Rakibul are back, and Shaukat Ali, Sanjit Shah, Mahdi Hassan, and Ruhel Mia are out of the team. So those are the changes. Right, Mazharuddin Ami was with one of the players a short while earlier. Let's go and hear what they had to say.
ইমরান, প্রথম শুরুটা ভালো হয়েছিল, কিন্তু পরবর্তীতে কিন্তু কিছু টানা হারে এখন আজকের ম্যাচটা খুব ক্রুশাল হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে। কি মনে করছেন?
না, অবশ্যই যে আমরা প্রথম 2টা ম্যাচ জেতার পর পরপর 5টা ম্যাচ হেরেছি, তারপরে আমাদের ডাউন না, আমরা জানি যে ক্রিকেটে যে কোনো কিছু সম্ভব। আমরা প্রতিদিনই ফাইট করেছি এবং ফাইট করে হেরেছি। যদি আমাদের রেজাল্ট আমাদের সাথে আসে না, তারপরে আমরা প্লেয়ারদের উপর তেমন অসন্তোষ নই। আমরা মোটামুটি চেষ্টা করছি আমাদের যে জায়গাগুলো উইকনেস আছে ওই জায়গাগুলো তাড়াতাড়ি শুধরাতে। আমাদের স্লগ ওভারে বোলিংয়ে কিছু প্রবলেম আছে, স্লগ ওভারে ব্যাটিংয়ে কিছু প্রবলেম আছে এবং ফিল্ডিংয়ে কিছু প্রবলেম হয়েছে লাস্ট 5টা ম্যাচে। সেই জায়গাগুলো আমরা ভালো করে আমরা আবার প্লে অফে ফিরতে চাই।
আপনি বলছিলেন ক্লোজ কিছু ম্যাচে হার, তো এই ম্যাচে হারগুলোতে প্লেয়ারদের মেন্টাল স্টেটটা কেমন থাকে এবং ড্রেসিং রুমে তাদের বোঝানোর ব্যাপারটা কতটুকু ডিফিকাল্ট হয়?
না, ডিফিকাল্ট তেমন না। আমরা আসলে ফাইন্ড আউট করছি আমাদের কোন জায়গায় প্রবলেম, কোন জায়গায় হারছি। আমরা সেই ব্যাপারে আমরা আলাপ করেছি এবং আজকে 2টা নতুন প্লেয়ার খেলবো, আমরা চান্স দেব। এই জন্য যেহেতু বলাররা পারছে না, অনেক বলাররা পারছে না, সেহেতু নতুন 2টা বলারকে আজকে চান্স দিয়েছি আমি।
নতুন প্লেয়ারদের এনেছেন, কি টাইপের খেলা?
Wickets. Mehdi Hassan as well. Ruhel Mia. Shaukat Ali had a good stand in the opening with Shomo Sharkar. But that's how cricket is. Experienced Liton Das gets back into the playing 11. The top run scorers in this tournament up till now. Only get one crack at the performance in the centre. Shomo Sharkar, player of the match in the last game.
Played really well in the previous game. scored his first 50 of the tournament. And here it is, Mohammad Saifuddin. He will be the vital player for Rajshahi. And talking about this game, he mentioned yesterday that they need to correct their mistakes, what they did in the previous few matches in the death over, especially 18 to 20 over. And quite a few matches they've been slipped away for those reasons. Here we go, the most crucial match of the tournament for Rajshahi if they want to go through for the top four.
Just a deviation down the leg side allows the batsman to tuck it away and amble the single to open up proceedings for the Cottogram team. As you can see, very, very hazy conditions. Liton Das and Shomo Sarkar have given the team flying starts earlier. Liton off for a game, back again into the fray. He'll have lots to worry about, as you heard. Must-win match to keep them in this reckoning for the top four positions. Even if they win today, they'll have to look at the one in the afternoon for a result and hope their opponents, Fortune Borisha, lose. They can go through. All to be played out. It's going to be an interesting day. What a slip in, as you can see. Oh, airy-fairy from the batter. Very close. Too close for comfort, almost.
Yeah, anytime the ball is going away from the left-hander, whether it's swinging away or it's having a movement off the pitch, it's always going to be keeping the slips interested. It's going to be keeping the keeper interested. It's a natural movement away from the left-hander. It didn't have a lot of seam movement there, but it was still moving away.
Oh, it's just overcompensated a little bit going down the leg side and offering a wide and an extra ball to the batters.
The lights are on so early in the day. Saifuddin needs to utilize this condition, try to make the batsman play, use the swing, same time look for the early wicket that they needed badly. He's been a good performer for Bangladesh, a young prospect, fast bowling all-rounder, which Bangladesh has been looking for many years.
Offside field strengthened. And his ball, oh, that's an edge induced. Almost, did it go to hand? Did it fall short? Interesting to see.
Yeah, very well bowled. Very well bowled. First one was an away swinger, away from the left-hander, then it bowled down the leg side. That was a bad ball. But coming back into the same zone, which is troublesome for a left-hander. These are very nice conditions, mind you, for a seamer to utilize them. The gully. What do you say, Shamim? Keep a gully.
I'd put another slip in, seriously. He's tempted Shomo Sarkar on a couple of occasions. This time it was more easier to manipulate that ball. But yeah, or even a gully for that matter.
The reason I mentioned for a gully for Shomo Sarkar is because he likes to slap the ball. Anything that's outside the off stump, he likes to go hard at that ball. A very regulation slip will be probably a second. Yes, it's a good option as well. But that only can happen once it's a very much wicket-to-wicket delivery. At the moment, it's Liton Das who's going to be facing Saifuddin.
Is comfortable and just closing the face of the bat, ambling the single.
Some extra bounce in the pitch, and if you notice, Shomo Sarkar hit the shoulder of his bat. Just a bit of bite in the pitch. Need to utilize that and force the batsman to play the drive, utilize the swing, the early movement, Tomo Sarkar needs to be careful with his foot movement.
You're right, absolutely right, Mirza. 10 times he tends to just play away from his body and his feet are firmly implanted within the crease. Couldn't get all of it. That is the completion of the first over. Cottogram are 4 without loss.
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy. TVS বিজয় উল্লাস বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে TVS এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অভাবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন TVS এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনন্দের দারুণ স্বাদে উইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
First of all, Samir just played very nicely. Good delivery and well played too into the deep. Very, very interesting event took place in the second ball of the first over. Have a look at this. Now he played away from his body, no reaction from the keeper, no appeal, but Albright says there's a spike and he was caught. No appeal on Jum. What do you think of that?
Very good bowling. Yet he's not amongst the wickets. Yeah, keeper needs to be a little more aware, Nurul Hassan. But then, only if he hears the nick. Otherwise, he cannot appeal. Surprisingly, there's a keeper, there's a slip fielder, both of them standing. That's how faint it was, the edge.
Sure, the batter knew. As a batsman, you always feel something on your bat.
Most of the times, yes.
Oh, that's flicked away. That's a confident looking shot. Just erring in line a little bit and immediately he pounces on it and helps himself to an IPDC 4.
It was just a flick of his, isn't it? Ball timing. That's the class of Tomo Sarkar. Even in the previous game, it was his hand-eye coordination that led to the boundaries and sixes. He's straight towards.
Didn't get any of the bat, did he? There was an appeal, no response. Not quite sure whether they're going to go for it or not.
Keeps the bowlers interested, Tomo Sarkar. He likes to get the ball off the bat quickly. This is very, very good bowling from Rajshahi. They're attacking him. There's a short fine leg who won't allow a quick single. He's closing in. There's a slip. He's bowling a very, very good line. Mehdi Hassan. Very good again. Excellent. It's time for the fielders, especially mid-on, long-off fielder, to remain extremely alert.
That was a beautiful delivery, in fact. He invited the batsman, flighted really well. And good to see Liton Das just prior to this delivery. He went up to Tomo Sarkar and have a chat with him.
I'll be interested to see the turn there. Very good. Very, very good.
With the new ball, drift and turn. Not afraid to give the ball some air. Need to get a bit of back to it. Not quite sure. And see if there's a signal from the umpire. There is. Confirmation that's a leg by. And that is over number 2 done and dusted. 10 without loss.
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ। এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট, খান ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
যদি ড্যান্ড্রাফ ফিরে আসে, নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এক ধাপ এগিয়ে রাখতে সাহায্য করে। জিততে থাকো ক্লিয়ারের সাথে।
বাইরের ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষার জন্য লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার, এটি ভাইরাস ধ্বংস করে পানি ছাড়াই।
That's the Minister Group. Rajshahi, couple of changes. Oh, he's lashed onto that one. And it's going to go the distance. Easy pickings. He loves it and helps himself to an IPDC 6.
That is a brilliant shot. Look at him. He just played with the spin. Goes to the shot. It goes all the way for maximum. Shomo Sharka. The first shot of intent.
Oh yeah!
Well, in the air for a while, scampering through for a run. Went off slowly off the bat. Thus the chance for taking the run.
Just need a confirmation for the umpire whether the batters were safely in the crease or not.
Shouldn't be a problem. Sliding his bat in quite comfortably.
Should be just a confirmation if we're not out. Just a thought, why would you want to change after just one over? Going in for a left arm spin. Runs here again. A 6 off the first ball. Couple of runs now for Litton Das. I don't think the seamer did much wrong there. He was shunned off just after bowling one over.
I thought he did pretty well. The first over was quite good. He beat the bat on a couple of occasions. He could have had a wicket, as we saw. And he's been taken off. He's better at this shot. Cock corner is the target. And he's going to help himself to an IPDC 4.
Not good bowling from Arafat Sani. It was short and Litton Das just walked back and went to the position really early. In the end finds the gap. Very good batting in fact, and he's been a superb touch. Didn't play the last game, but he started from where he left in the previous game. Need to pull their line tight right now. Rajshahi.
So what it's done for Arafat Sani is changed the end. He's gone round the wicket to the right-hander. But what it's also done for Rajshahi is undone what the first 2 overs had brought them. A little bit of dent into the confidence of stroke play for those two. 23 without loss.
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy. TVS বিজয় উল্লাস। বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে TVS এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অভাবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন TVS এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
Shomo, no appeal to a ball which had feathered his bat. And he latches onto this big one. Big and long, big and strong. And it's an IPDC maximum.
Yeah, I guess Nazmul Shanto has just missed a trick here with his captaincy and allowing both Liton Das and Shomo Sharkar to free their arms. Just 1 over from Saifuddin, which created an opportunity, kept the pressure on both these batters. The ball was doing a bit. The conditions are favourable for seam bowling too. And he's gone to his containing bowlers. There's no need to contain. There's a requirement for a wicket. First 4 overs, 1 over which has done the maximum impact, that bowler has been asked to have a rest.
Well, if he was thinking of containment, it's not happening in the last over or this for that matter. Use of the feet. Oh, this is delectable. Just placed perfectly between long on, long off, and a couple of bounces into the ropes for another IPDC boundary.
That is classical Liton Das. Just come down the track, goes to the pitch of the ball. Look at the full face of the bat. Didn't try to overhit it. Pure timing and class from Liton Das.
A little bit of grip, ball turning back and just cramping him for space, but he's equal to the task.
Yeah, why would you want him to bowl wicket to wicket at the moment, Mehdi? And you know he's getting purchase. You want someone to contain at the moment from one end, get the other end to seam, dart around a bit, use the new ball, because once it gets old, which in any case it gets old after 6 overs or even earlier sometimes, then the bowlers are not able to utilize it. Now you got to dent this batting order, Cottogram. Their bowling is their strength, their batting is getting better, and it's an important game for Rajshahi.
Dot to finish the over, 12 coming from it, 35 without loss.
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
এই ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট খান, ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। যদি ড্যান্ড্রাফ ফিরে আসে, নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এক ধাপ এগিয়ে রাখতে সাহায্য করে। জিততে থাকো ক্লিয়ারের সাথে।
They've been hit around the ground. Yeah, see Rizal Rahman now coming in from the Boshundra group and the right arm medium. See if he can get a bit of movement in the air. Still very hazy, cloudy conditions, bit of breeze blowing. Just try and pitch it up to, brave enough to pitch it up to the batters. Try to get some shape on the ball.
Rizal Rahman, another guy from high performance squad, picked up a couple of wickets during the practice matches among themselves.
Well, it's a tad short, back of the length, but that can be quite handy on occasions. But the seed of doubt in the batsman's mind about the height, it's coming at you.
Liton Das just sharing information with his partner at the other end. It's wicket to wicket, it's not doing too much. Just watch for that. As a slip comes in for Rizal Rahman.
Well, it's thrashed that, but it's found that Lone's fielder in the deep.
I think Nazmul Hossain Shanto missed out a trick early on. If you have noticed, Saifuddin bowled the first over and there was some shakiness from the batsman's feet movement. You look at the movement from the fast bowlers and then all of a sudden you bring spinners and the batsmen started to move their feet. and now they're getting more comfortable playing against the fast bowlers, going onto the ball, using their feet really well. They need to utilize this condition. That's the reason they picked up fielding first.
He moves across, bowler just tries to go a little wider, and in the process maybe not allowing him to free his arms. Well, that's the average swing in the power play. The two blue ones, I understand, are the ones on this track. So it's amongst one of the low ones, 0.7 percentage, degree rather. Or is it, it says percentage, but I'm not quite sure of that. We'll try and clarify that to you in a moment.
Tomoshak outfield, he missed out on this occasion. Fine leg was up at the circle and Reza ball drifting down the leg side. Been a steady start so far for Cottogram. 39 from the 5th over so far. Both the batsmen looked really comfortable.
They're just going back to the graphic we had. That was actually degrees. There you go. Gives you, not that there has been very many differences. It's the lowest is 0.6, highest is 0.8. Not too much movement in the air in most of the games and most of the tracks here. Hardly any breeze. The flag's very limp. That's no swing. And that's chopped. Control shot. You'd expect with the overhead conditions and the haze that the ball would move about anyway. It's a funny old game in every respect.
Yeah, the sun just keeps playing hide and seek. I was out there yesterday. We didn't have a game day. It was a day off, and the sun did come out briefly for just about an hour and a half. It's been such cloudy conditions the last 3-4 days. One. Without miss.
Meet Harry from a family of Harrys.
বিস্কুট ভালো খান ভালো থাকুন।
Well, Litton Dashwan was in sublime form when the last met. Shots all around the ground, lovely movement of the feet, then used the depth of the crease to guide the ball through the covers. Oh, it was another shot we saw today. He was scooping the balls, he was just guiding them, mere push through the covers, reversing them, all the shots in the book, and really enjoyed his time out there.
Yeah, what it does is when Litton Das is in a form that, we just showed you those strokes that he plays, he just demoralizes the bowler. Plays with such a straight bat. He started manufacturing few strokes. We saw that in the last ball of the previous over, trying to lap it down towards the onside region, but straight hits, especially towards those cover region and mid wickets. It's a delight to watch him play. He is so strong. We seen a boundary as well today early on to the spinner Mehdi Hassan. He just downs down straight over the bowler's head. and the full face of the bat that Liton Das offers. It's a delight for a spectator, not so very for the bowler. Bowls a good ball, still time it to the boundary.
Saifuddin is back. But is playing delightfully. I thought, you'd feel when he's playing away from the body, but he knew absolutely where he was going to place it, and he gets an IPDC 4.
That's what shortest format of the game does to you. You start throwing your hands at the ball, which in a longer format of the game, you would just let it go to the keeper. And that's the demand of T20 cricket. You say he's a purist? Yes, he won't touch that, go anywhere near that away-going delivery, Liton Das. But because here every ball needs to be counted for, he'll throw his hands at it. And that's why it's slightly uppish. Not the full control, but that is a stronger area. 32% square on the offside.
Not in absolute control on that equation. Just fortunate that he didn't really get tangled up completely and let the ball go through in the air to a fielder.
Very rare you see Liton Das ball hurrying onto him, as he gets a lot of time playing any shots, whether it's a pacer or a spinner. This time Saifuddin manages to hurry through the right-hander, couldn't get hold of it and not in control. Change of field for Soumya Sarkar. Third man comes up. Fine leg is also up there, and mid-on goes to long on.
That's a dangerous field for Soumya Sarkar. He's strong square of the wicket. Fortunately for him, it's just gone to the backward point region. Safety first, any time of the day. Inside the ground, outside the ground. That's why ensure that you have your mask on, Bashundhara mask, to protect yourself at all times.
"21 of 14. Liton looking good. Just that offside fielder being taken away, now placed to mid-wicket region. Still within the power play, still restricted by the fact that you need two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. One's gone to deep point, and there's one at deep square leg. So pretty much square, the two boundary riders. Pitches it up. Good bowling.
Interestingly, so far I haven't seen a specific plan from both the ends. Bowling is all about partnership. Every bowler has their own role. The field setting and the two batsmen out there, they haven't been able to challenge them so far. They're bowling short pitch, at the same time they're bowling fuller. The field setting, I don't actually getting it. What's actually going on? No slip fielder now for Soumya Sarkar again.
And pitches it up, toe ends that. This is excellent bowling after a loose first one. He's come back very well. Saifuddin continues with the way he did the first over.
Yeah, the margin has been so very minimal for the seamers. And with the growing awareness of a lot of batters, they started preempting what exactly the bowlers would be doing. They're doing that really well, preempting and playing those attacking strokes.
Again pitching it up, again forcing the batsman to try and dig it out. Top finish to a good over. Power play done and dusted, 48 without loss.
দেশে একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট, খান, ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। নিউক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে, লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
Minister Rajshahi winning the toss and deciding to bowl first. And not a bad power play for Cottogram. It is once again this pair of Litton Das and Somoshaka who's been in very good touch throughout the tournament. Rezaur in the attack. It's still a little bit wide. It was Upish. Got about, perhaps he did get some part of the hand. But he really slashed at it really hard. Have a look at this one. It's a good attempt. Just going a little bit far. There's a bit of a hint of movement. And that's the reason I feel a little bit disappointed to see what Nazmul Hussain Shanto has done with the field. You've got to understand the conditions quickly after one or two overs. You understand what the ball is doing. Certainly there is some seam movement available. Again onto the pads, but the lines and the lengths have not been good at all. Again, beautiful piece of timing. Just a gentle mere push and has gone to the IPDC boundary. And it also allows me to introduce my fellow commentators, Shayan Nafis and Edward Rainsford. 50 comes up on the board.
That was outstanding. Somo Sarkar is timing the ball and the way he bisected the fielders. That is brilliant. The fielders had no chance. Sheer timing. Ball on the pads, just a roll of breeds and went to the boundary.
Good afternoon, Atta. Good afternoon, Sharia, and everybody that have joined us today. Cottogram having it their way again.
Muniruzzaman officiating in this match, and with him is Shurikat. The two umpires for today's match. That's well bowled, slower delivery. I just want to take the viewers back to that very first over where Mohammad Saifuddin bowled and he forced the batsman to nick it. And have a look at where the ball fell in front of the slip fielder. I thought he was too far. We were back at the comm box discussing this. And straight away it was my fellow commentator Edward Rainsford pointing out why is he standing so far. And have a look at his speed. He's bowling in nothing more than 120 kilometers per hour. And when you see a bowler bowling with that pace, you've got to have that slip fielder up.
It's the thinking as well. You're playing a game to survive. You're playing a game to try and make that final qualifying position. And the decision making, the fielding, the desire in the fields, the level of, competency in terms of your excitement or what you're trying to achieve in the field after winning the toss and wanting to bowl first and wanting to field. Because that's the desire. You win the toss. If you win the toss, this is what we want to do to be successful and make the conditions count for us. However, I've seen it's almost laid back. It's almost waiting for something to happen. There was an opportunity there to get a dangerous batter out. Now they've got a partnership of 50. Setting up their stall. Good commitment by the batter. He doesn't want to go anywhere.
And this is the fourth time that this pair has put on more than 50. 79 versus Dhaka, 73 versus Khulna, the same pair, and 62 versus Rajshahi.
That should give you more than anything in the fields to try and break the partnership and try and get another batter in. We know that Cottogram has struggled in the middle order.
It's the bowling department. I did ask Nazmul Hussain Shanto what he was telling his bowlers. Shot. The man in the D will cut it off. The easy pickings for Cottogram, 55 without loss.
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy. TVS বিজয় উল্লাস বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে টিভিএস এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অভাবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বুস্ট ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply.
Oh yes, that's gone for the 19 easy sixer. Such a lovely use of the feet from the man in really good touch. Litonda.
Once again, Liton using his feet. The ball was tossed up. Liton comes down the track and times it perfectly. And the placement was outstanding. That's a huge six over cow corner. He is in touch. Good touch.
They're bossing the game, really. These two, they look unflustered. They're just going about their work as if they're having a net. They haven't really been tested besides that first initial over where there was an edge and then there was one that wasn't appealed. Oh, 282 runs. And he only played 7. Sat out the previous game. He could have been on 300 plus.
Yeah, they've got to find the bowlers. They need to find their mojo.
No one reacted. It shows that they were not ready from the ball one.
It's also the fact that they're quite far back. So, is there some sort of illusion with the ball? Did there was enough deviation? Was there enough sound there for them to believe there was an edge? Yes, very faint. But at the same time, it's important to be on the money, as you said, from ball one.
This is the one that we spoke about initially. It fell short, and the slip fielder was quite deep. And
হল বন্ধ, প্রবলেম কোথায়? সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয়।
সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার 1 অ্যাপ সিনেমেটিক। অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.mobi।
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট খান ভালো জিনিস
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে
1-3. Starts with a wide delivery and he slapped that one. The man and the deep will cut it off. There's certainly problems for Rajshahi.
Favourite area, but it's blocked off. Now, if I look at the field and I look at the body language and I look at the captain,
And I reckon it's time for the Bushindora LP guest strategic timeout.
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait, and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy.
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট খান ভালো জিনিস
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান ভালো থাকুন।
নিউ ক্লিয়ার ম্যান এর ট্রিপল অ্যান্টি ড্যান্ড্রাফ টেকনোলজি খুশকি দূর করে, লুকানোর দিন শেষ।
হল বন্ধ, প্রবলেম কোথায়? সিনেমা হল এখন হাতের মুঠোয়।
সিনেমা দেখার বাংলাদেশের নাম্বার 1 অ্যাপ সিনেমেটিক। অ্যাপটি ডাউনলোড করুন গুগল প্লে স্টোর থেকে অথবা ভিজিট করুন cinematic.mobi।
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait, and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy.
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
দেশে একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে হুইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
নিউক্লিয়ার ম্যান খুশকি থেকে দূরে থাকতে সাহায্য করে আর 99% জীবাণু দূর করে।
प्रोटेक्ट करे 99.99% जर्म से, इंक्लूडिंग वायरस एंड बैक्टीरिया। दे हायर TFM पावर और फ्रेश फील्स। डेटॉल, बी 100% श्योर।
जब हो जुबान पे केसर और जोश दिलोगे तो इंडिया खेलेगा अपने ही अंदाज से। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Australia, it's a people with a life-loving spirit. And no matter where you're from, you can share in this way of life when you bring Jacobs Creek to the table.
You know, we're a fair way away, but compared to the red ball, it's where some of the players feel, even with the leg spinner, you can't quite see the seam spinning. If you can't pick the ball out of the hand, meaning the leg spinner or the wrong end, the leg spinner, and even sometimes the off spinner with the doosra, a lot of players watch the seam. But they do find it difficult in this twilight sort of period to really pick which way the seam is spinning. Even in the night session, it's not easy to see the seam on the ball. With some players would have to pick it off the pitch if it's turning.
Just make sure they're watching the hand a bit more.
Gives it that sort of glowy halo sort of effect.
Once they've gone full, they've gone for runs. Too many full deliveries. They've not been bowling in the right area. That's the reason why the batsmen have taken on the bowler so quickly.
Hey, but there's quite a few deliveries on a good length. As these two just do not allow you to settle. Even the good areas, the full areas, they will still punish you. And if you look at that graphic, yes, there's a multitude of pulsating blue balls.
Some of the balls were in good length, but the way these batsmen have used their feet, that is outstanding. So when the ball is up, that's 140. It shows the batsmen have dominated. There's a chance and he misses. Oh, Sanjamul is a too good fielder to miss that. There was a chance, he missed the stumps.
First opportunity in a while since the very first over to break the pack, to break the partnership. Oh, he'd given up the ghost. Almost as if he could have given himself a little bit more time to settle and take aim. Out by a country mile.
This could turn out to be a costly affair for Rajshahi. He knew he was gone. All he had to do was hit the stumps. Looking to come back for the second. Good running in the end. 9 in that over, 94 without loss. In the previous match, Mashoka was not, and he picked up a 50. Once again, both these batsmen just showing it to the other batsman how it needs to be done in the middle for ball. Oh yes, this is good, very good. He saw him coming down the wicket and just pulled it back. Very good from Mukidul.
Meet Harry from a family of Harrys. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy. টিভিএস বিজয় উল্লাস বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে টিভিএস এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অভাবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে উইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy. টিভিএস বিজয় উল্লাস বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে টিভিএস এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অভাবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে উইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
All the time. Middleoff is still up in the circle, so again, he's trying to force Litton Das's hand here. This is, for the first time, I feel this is a chance. This is an opportunity they feel. You know what, if we do go for a boundary, it's okay. But if he does take a risk, maybe it'll create an opportunity. A slight change up by Shanto. Oh, he should have thrown it.
Why did he stop? It's a good delivery in the block. Because you need to pick up a wicket here. That's a slow one. Again, he started well in this over and he needs to finish off nicely. Last time he released 3 of his previous over. Only 2 so far.
So in this over, for the first time you've seen Litton Das look very unsettled. He's not getting his way, he's not getting the singles, he's not giving his partner an opportunity to change the angle of attack. So just 2 runs off the over. Now, Middleoff goes back and square leg comes into the circle.
Four to finish the over. Again spoils it. A lovely touch from Litton Das. Brings up the 100 for Cottogram. It's 100 without loss.
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট খান, ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারস
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট খান, ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদ ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো
He had done so well, but there was a fielding change.
Again, setting a solid foundation to ensure the message is loud and clear to their opposition teams that we mean business here. Doesn't matter whether we bat first or chase in the second innings. We're going to go in and go with all guns blazing. And just
Wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy. TVS বিজয় উল্লাস বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে TVS এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পারবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আজই আসুন TVS এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে উইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
But if you don't get it right, then you're penalized. Number of boundaries already in this innings, 7 4s and 4 6s. Another 50 for Litonda. Very good. In control right from the word go. Such a beautiful play to watch. And he's been in supreme touch.
Liton once again brings up one more 50. He has missed out twice in this tournament. Once he scored below 10 and one he didn't play. Look at the strike at 131. That was a shot which brought him the 50.
Oh yes, one bounce to the fence, another IPDC boundary. You miss the length, you go for a boundary.
Yeah, put their foot down. Time to go now. It's go time. Now we're thinking 200. Both have got a bit of a landmark out of the way. It's time to express yourself. There's a lot of batting to come. You've got a partnership of 111. Foundation set.
He loves that leg side, Shomo Sarkar, and he has been dominating through that leg side today. He got away a couple of times, a missed opportunity, and then he capitalized. That's the leg strike he prefers. He's so good through that area. Mid-wicket, mid-on, deep square leg, and a couple of shots were scintillating over mid-off. He has played all over the ground today, used every single part. Just there's a chance. Is he going to be taken? No, false shot. The fielders were late to react.
Yeah, back-to-back 50s for Shomo Sarkar. Nothing down the ground. Just that gives you an indication that nothing's been bowled full. Everything has been short. Everything's been heaved through the cow corner region, which is his favorite, as you say. But nothing down the ground.
Missed out. Short and wide, it was straight back to the fielder. They've been busy, very busy, especially Rainsford, making sure that don't spray the whole bottle. Use some of your, that is organic air, safe hand sanitizer. And if you hit that, you get on the full, you take away 50,000 taka. That's a slower delivery. Slower delivery to finish off. 113 without loss.
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি, ত্বকের যত্নে মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
এই নিন ফ্রুট ফান বিস্কুট, খান ভালো জিনিস।
খাওয়া পাগল বাঙালির জন্য আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে বিস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
নিউক্লিয়ার ম্যান খুশকি থেকে দূরে থাকতে সাহায্য করে আর 99% জীবাণু দূর করে।
বাইরের ভাইরাস থেকে সুরক্ষার জন্য লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার, এটি ভাইরাস ধ্বংস করে পানি ছাড়াই।
দেশের
Shomo really dominating here, and at the moment the bowlers better watch out, the fielders better watch out, because they are going to throw their bat about a bit, just trying to ensure that with the foundation set, they're going for the total of 200 if they can achieve it. Have to go at about 15 or 16 from now on to reach that. That's the projected. At 12 they'll reach 184, but I'm sure these two are there till the end. It's going to be closer to the 200 mark. There you see that initial movement. He just exposed his intentions a little too early, Shomo Sarkar, on that occasion, and the bowler was wise to that fact, bowling it shade wider. Well, it's going to be fireworks from now on in the middle, it seems, Anjum.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the intention was any different after the first over from these two. They got themselves into a good position to helping themselves to a well-compiled half-century. Ball is on length. Anything that's in their arc has been punished, and rightly so. Good time to bat if you can get in on the surface. That's why initially when we were speaking, the match had just begun. We were saying that whatever opportunities the bowlers could get for themselves, they should capitalize on them or look to create.
Long, and he's achieved that very, very long IPDC 6.
Authoritative from Shomo Sarkar. Look at it, just too full for the batsman to go for that white over long on. Rajshahi is still searching for that wicket.
Kane uses the feet. Maybe he's got a bit of back to it. Yes, he has. Up goes the finger. That was good. He just danced down the wicket, threw his bat at it. Bowler, shade wider. Got that nick.
That's exactly what the
Look, new wheat men.
Find your sexy. TVS বিজয় উল্লাস বিজয়ের মাস জুড়ে টিভিএস এর মোটরসাইকেল কিনে পান অভাবনীয় মূল্য ছাড়। বিস্তারিত জানতে আসুন টিভিএস এর শোরুমে।
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে উইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান ভালো থাকুন।
They've still got Mithun and Liton to contend with.
Looking for two, but settles for a single. The wicket we are talking about, it was Anisul, the part-timer, finally gives the wicket for his side. Been a pretty disappointing show from the bowlers of Rajshahi. If you look at the wicket, Shommo Sharkar immediately showing his intent. He will go after the bowler, only finds an outside edge.
Gives him the charge. Must say, even Rezaur and Anisul have been quite impressive.
coming out of a very, very good form. One of the top scorers in this tournament. Last game he was given a rest. The moment he came in today, came out with strokes like these. A very clear, neat hitting batsman. Cleaned up just when we were speaking about his clean striking abilities, and stringing a nice 122-run partnership with Shommo Sharkar departs, manufacturing a stroke.
Curl happens. It's uncanny how it happens. One gets two, and the two opening partners depart. Trying to be a little cheeky. They're trying to just scoop it, and it got a bit of the bat and straight to the middle stump. And he's elated. Why not? They needed a couple of quick wickets. They've got it. Liton Das goes for 55. It's 126 for two, and I think it's also going to be a signal for the Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men. And she doesn't either. Body hair a problem? Introducing Wheat Men Hair Removal Cream. Just apply, wait and wipe for a long-lasting clean look. New Wheat Men.
Find your sexy.
বডির জন্য জিম আর ফেসের জন্য গ্লো এন্ড হ্যান্ডসাম।
দেশের একমাত্র 100% পিওর ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি মায়ের স্পর্শের মতোই বিশুদ্ধ।
আনারসের দারুণ স্বাদে উইস ক্লাব দিচ্ছে ফ্রুট ফান ক্রিম বিস্কুট। ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন। নিউক্লিয়ার ম্যান খুশকি থেকে দূরে থাকতে সাহায্য করে আর 99% জীবাণু দূর করে।
Meet Harry from a family of hairies. His friends don't like body hair, and
Just coming to the end of the Bosundhara LP Gas strategic timeout. The strategy is something the two new batters will have to work out very, very quickly. Just 5.5 overs to go. Two new batsmen in the middle. Shamshur Rahman, the hero from the last game. The beat Khulna is in the middle, and he goes for it. Oh, he might have missed it, but I like the intent.
Previous wicket of Liton Das. Back to manufacture a shot. Fine leg was up at the circle. For Rajshahi, it will be important. Two new batsmen at the crease. Bowl some dot balls and put pressure on the batsman. Pick up a couple of wickets here, and then try to restrict them under a low total. Yes, they got a good start, but still they can pull it up from here on.
Well, just about 10 minutes back, we're talking about them reaching the 200 mark. It's a little distant now. That's good. Short